Hi guys, it's Caramel Cocoa Brown coming to you again with another edition of My Favorite Kitchen. Guys, today is Sunday and I'm going to make my family some chili for dinner tonight. And those who need to brown bag it tomorrow will be able to take some to work. I make my chili in such a way that if they want to eat it with nacho chips, they can, or if they want to boil up some spaghetti noodles and eat it as spaghetti and meat sauce, they can do that as well. Also, guys, I got a little dressed up for you today. I have my heels on if it looks like I'm a little taller, but before I finish this meal, the heels will probably come off, and my hair will probably go into a ponytail. This dish is pretty much like my zuppa de clams dish. I prepare the two dishes the same, almost, with my Rosso peeled tomatoes. I love them. Look at this. This is like perfect. Loads of garlic. I'm going to put about 10 or 12 cloves of garlic. My Vidalia onion. Okay, I have about a pound. I think this is about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. I'm going to throw this in the pan in a second. Okay, I have my parsley, fresh basil, and loads of seasonings. Okay, so before I even start preparing the sauce, I'm going to go over to the stove and start cooking up the ground beef. And oh, by the way, this ground beef is 80% lean, so it's only 20% fat in it. And you need a little bit of fat. You don't want your beef or any meat dry. You don't want it dry. You need a little bit of fat in there, you know. All right, guys. So I've already sprayed my pan with some Pam, just a little bit, just to coat the pan so that the meat doesn't stick to the pan. Guys, and you know this is one of my all-clad frying pans. I love it. Love my all-clad pots. And I have, like I said before, about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. And as soon as the pan heats up a little bit, I'm going to put the ground beef in there. And while that's cooking, I'm going to make my tomato sauce. Okay, guys, how y'all like my shoes? Better look at them now, because in a few seconds they're gonna be off. So I got a little cute for you guys today. You know these dresses are in now with the, uneven hem lines. So I figured, it's kind of hot and it's sheer, so I put it on because it's Sunday. Here it's sizzling. And with this, guys, just some salt and some pepper. I'm going to chop up some onions and throw them in there, my Vidalia onions. And also, guys, I got to show you my refrigerator where I'm storing my Vidalia onions, because I intend to have Vidalia onions for the rest of this year. Okay, and I'm going to show you how I store them in the refrigerator. And according to what I've read and the research that I've done, the way I've stored them, I should be able to have them through the holidays. Okay, and I'm so happy about that. So I'm going to show you how I did that. All right, guys, I'm over here at the refrigerator. I want to show you. Look at my vegetable bin. All those little round paper towel sections are my Vidalia onions. And they are going to keep throughout the year. And I will let you know each time I do a show whether or not they are preserved. Okay? Okay, guys, so I'm putting a little bit of pepper onto my ground beef and some sea salt. This is Kirkland's seasoning, guys. This is Kirkland salt, sea salt, and Kirkland black pepper. Okay, guys, and here, like I did with the zuppa de clams, I am coring my tomatoes. This little bowl here is my garbage bowl. And I'm just cutting them in desired pieces. And you might ask, well, why don't you just put them all in the blender and just chop them up that way? Because sometimes when you put things in the blender, they don't come out the texture that you really want. I also have some tomato paste. I didn't put the tomato paste in the zuppa de clams that I made the other day, but I'm going to put some in this to thicken it up a little bit. All right, Epic Eric, you're going to have to come over and take this watch off my arm for me. Thank you very much, baby. And look at that, guys, hardly any fat at all. And that's why I didn't put any oil in the pan, because I didn't want to add to the fat. I just sprayed it with a little Pam, okay? Guys, look at this. I'm so excited. This is my new KitchenAid mini food processor. I found this at Costco the other day. It was only like, you won't believe it was like $20-something. I've been looking for one of these for years. I have the white one. For those of you who've watched my videos, you know that I have a white one that I've used, and it was almost ready to go on the blink, although it's still working. But when I saw this, I was so excited. And here again, if you've watched my videos, you know that I have the matching large food processor. So what I'm gonna do is chop up some onions in here to go into my meat sauce. So what I usually do, I cut whatever it is that I'm going to put in the food processor up a little bit. If you run it too long, the food that you're trying to cut up will become minced, and I don't want that. I'm gonna do short strokes. Oh my goodness, this is a new one. Oh, it's doing a great job. And even if a few pieces came out chunky, that's fine, because if you're an onion lover, you won't even mind. If you've used a food processor before, you know that the bowl has to lock, then you put the blade in and your food. I'm gonna chop this up a little bit. And then the top has to lock, otherwise it won't work, okay? Oh, this is fantastic. Woo. I wish you could smell this, guys. Woo. Smells so good. Okay, I'm going to cover my meat. So that's done. Okay, guys, I'm going to use my Rosalie garlic press and chop up some more garlic. I'm going to take like 10. I'm going to do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, guys. Also, I just want to let you know, especially for those of you who really don't cook and you really want to become, you know, great cooks and develop great habits, make sure that when you're using canned goods that you wash off the tops and then dry the tops off with some paper towel, okay? So this is another can. I'm gonna open up another can of Tutta Rosso peeled plum shaped tomatoes. And look, as I said before, these are definitely gonna be my go-to tomatoes from now on. I've used other brands, and sometimes I've opened the cans and the tomatoes have been bruised or torn, or, you know, I almost couldn't decipher what was actually in the can. But these tomatoes are beautiful. So I'm going to prepare them like I did the others. Guys, I'm getting hot. I'm gonna stop in a minute, go pull my hair back. You know, hats off to all actors, because I tell you, these lights are hot. I have my shrug on, and I guess some of you guys might say, well, if you're so hot, why don't you take your sweater off? Well, first of all, I love a shrug. I love a 3/4 length cardigan. I sort of kind of have a thing about really showing my arms. Maybe when I, you know, work out and get them cut like I really want them to look, have them looking like Angela Bassett in What's Love Got to Do with It, then I'll show my arms. I think a cardigan kind of finishes off your attire really nicely. I have some olive oil in my pot over there on the stove already. Preparing my tomato sauce like this, I think I mentioned to you before, an old friend of ours, Dave O'Hara, I don't know, I haven't seen him in years. I hope he's all right. I hope, you know, all is well with him. But he taught me how to make tomato sauce like this, and he calls it gravy. He also would put a big onion in the middle of the pan, and I'm gonna do that too. All right, guys, so my tomatoes are ready to be sauteed in wonderful garlic, olive oil, basil, parsley, thyme, oregano, hot peppers, a little bit of sea salt, pepper. But I gotta go put my hair is sticking to my face. I'll be right back. I'm back. If I look a little shorter, that's because I have my heels off and my flip-flops back on. And I pulled my hair back and got it in a ponytail. All right, guys. This actually is about 11 garlic cloves. My onion, my Vidalia onion is in the pot in the middle. Just a tad bit of salt, not a lot, just a little bit. Take the bite off. The tomatoes can be kind of bitter, even though tomatoes actually have a lot of sugar in them. So that onion is gonna sit there in the middle and percolate. Okay guys, so I have some parsley that I'm gonna probably use most of this, if not all of it. I've already rinsed it off. And here again, I could have put this in the food processor as well, but I want little pieces. I don't want it to be minced. This is a little bit of piece of pepper. I'm gonna put this in, but I'm gonna put this in later because our grandbaby, Joshua, is probably gonna eat some of this, and I don't want it to be too hot for him. Some fresh basil. Then I'm gonna also chop up. So I just put some chili powder, some ancho chili pepper, and some thyme in here. And I'm going to put some oregano. A lot of oregano, you see that? I'm gonna let that simmer down some. I have it on, my stove goes from high, 6, to down to low, to 2. So I have it on 5. So I'm gonna let that simmer. If you notice, the red is turning a little dark. I like that. I don't like any dish where it just tastes tomatoey, like it just came out the can, you know. I can't stand a pizza that tastes like they just opened up a can of tomato sauce and spread it over the dough and threw some cheese on top of it, threw it in the oven, and then, you know, gave it to you. I like for my tomato sauce to marinate, to percolate a little bit. So all these things are going to talk to each other while they're in the pot. And the last 2 things I'm going to throw in there will be my parsley and basil. All right, guys, before I put my meat into my tomato sauce, I'm going to put in my parsley. Guys, this scraper is also by Rachel Ray. I love it. Just scoop up with your food and do what you need to do with it. So I'm gonna put my parsley in there, guys. And now my basil, the remaining parsley. Scoop in my ground beef. So I'm gonna turn the flame up a little higher so that can cook. Guess what I made?
Yes.
Some spaghetti.
But I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry.
Okay.
I'm not hungry.
All right. Okay. I love you.
Love you too.
Oh. It's our grandbaby. Say hi.
Hi.
Is this your favorite kitchen?
Yes.
All right. Tell your parents to come eat, okay? Guys, I forgot to put my bay leaves in my tomato sauce. Okay, guys, one more ingredient. I swear, just one more. I'm going to put some roasted red chili paste by Thai Kitchen in my sauce also. About 1/4 teaspoon. Got to be careful with these pastes because sometimes they can be really salty. But this should give it a nice flavor. Let that cook for a few minutes and we'll be ready to eat. All right, guys, I made this the spaghetti noodles for our grandson who absolutely adores our spaghetti noodles. And he said, but I'm not hungry. He's 5. Real TV. Okay, guys, so I have plated up my dish for the evening, okay? Here is my meat sauce on top of spaghetti noodles. My husband is going to eat this. And here is my meat sauce as chili. I'm going to eat this, and I have some chips surrounding it. It's going to be so good. We didn't have any tortilla chips, so I'm just going to eat regular chips with this tonight with a salad, and it's just going to be lovely. So from Caramel Cocoa Brown to you, God bless, eat well, and I'll see you soon.